Well, hi Gavin, thanks for coming to Racing Web's videos, and just wanted to ask you some questions. First of all, why did you leave South Africa?
Left South Africa basically was the crime rate was the real reason.
Yeah.
It was attacked twice in South Africa in a sort of 6-month period.
Goodness.
End of 98 and then in 99. And then my wife and I made the decision it was now time to leave the country. It was no longer safe to... Very difficult thing. We had a lot of horses in training, 55 horses at the time.
Right.
And doing quite well and living quite well, but life's a bit more valuable.
I think so. As you say, you were doing well. Did you have a number of winners?
Yes, I had quite a few winners.
Yeah.
You know, I trained there. I'm under license for 4.5 years.
Yes.
I'd had 35 winners, which is quite difficult to get winners in South Africa because you don't have we didn't then have a handicap system, a rating system.
Oh, right.
So you had to move up the grade. You also had to have won a race before you could move to the next. So in Cape Town, where I was based, you had 4 maiden races a week, of which hoping 1 or 2 would be the right trip for your horse.
Yes.
And you might have 150 entries in each, and only 16 runners. So,
okay.
And you had to win your maiden to move up to a novice, and then for your novice you had to win another race to go to a progress, and it's quite difficult to win races.
So what happened then when you came over here? What did you do?
I went to go work for a gentleman called Julian Smith Osborne up in Northampton, and we had I think about 30 horses there. And we started off, he trained for a season before I got there, and then we had 1 or 2 winners, and by the end of this, 2 years later, we had 18 winners in a season.
That's good.
And unfortunately, he had to move on. He couldn't really, financial wise, became too expensive for him. I then went down to Lady Anne Harris down south. Who's been training for a number of years. She has some very good horses. She's won the Toffin's Medal. She won the Caulfield Cup. She's had runs in the Melbourne Cup. She's won races all over Europe. And I was with her for 6 years as a head lad, and we had some good successes.
And then you sort of branched out on your own from then, did you?
Yes, and end of 2007 I was approached by 2 gentlemen if I'd like to train horses for them as a salary trainer.
Okay.
Not for them, but they would set it up. And we had 30 horses in training there at Russell Farm, where I am now present.
Yeah.
And after a year, we'd had a few successes and had a few quick wins and quite a few places. And after a year, we sort of parted company, and I wanted to go on my own.
So you're now set up on your own?
Setting up on my own, yes.
Great. So your own boss, and obviously it's an interesting time to start a
very difficult time to start, but I mean, horses in the blood, and that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And now I can train horses. I've trained South Africa, and I've been training here, and I've been involved in racing here now for 9 years. So I've learned what the English tracks are like and what's needed to be done here.
So you have a few at the moment?
Yes, I've got 5 at the moment, and another sort of 4 prospects coming in.
So how many do you think you need to really make a go of it?
Well, I think I've got 15. I've got a yard, 15 stables with the prospect, another 25 stables on to add to that. So I'd like to build it up to fill up the yard of 40.
Fantastic.
So,